The Havant fearful estate in South London is made up of a cold series of 1950s concrete buildings connected by dark decaying walkways. The people are deprived and unemployment is high. However, the biggest problem here is a population explosion that's left the already overcrowded local NHS Trust hospital at crisis point. I spoke to Dr. Howard, a paediatrician at the hospital.
The Havant estate has 3,000 people living on it, approximately half of whom are female, 70% of whom are of childbearing age. If every one of those women gave birth to one child a year, the maternity unit would be dealing with over 1,000 cases annually. As it happens, the estate has been on average producing nearly 2,000 a year.
The estate seems to produce an abnormally high amount of cases of twins, triplets and quadruplets.
I think this is because the people on the estate have nothing else to do. So they're mobbing a lot more, aren't they? And I guess when you're getting seen to that much, you're bound to have more kids at a time.
Rachel has 47 children at the age of just 32.
I used to have my own bed in the hospital, but now I don't need to go at all.
Rachel is trialling a new system that has been devised by Dr. James Peterson, a childbirth expert and a fellow of the University of Lancaster.
There you go, Rachel, that's the last of them.
Dr. Stevenson plans to take the pressure off the local hospital with his new simple surgery.
Some of these ladies were, in colloquial terms, pupping up to 2 times a year, and with each visit at a cost to the local trust of approximately £3,500 per visit. Many of the girls were unable to attend work at Asda for up to 12 hours between births. This was clearly unacceptable. It's a very simple process. I install a zip into the patient, and when the gestation period has come to fruition, the doctor, or in many cases the patient, can unzip themselves and pull out the newborn. This is particularly useful in cases of multiple births, as the patient can zip up between babies.
Oh, it's wicked. For me, because the hospital don't have no karaoke, and if I go into calf at say 5, and I can be down the Pig and Whistle by 7:30, way through girls just want to have fun.
We tried the process with many materials, but found that some were not buoyant enough to stand up to the pressures of 9 months of increasing force.
The Velcro just burst open and 2 dropped out at 6 months. Oh, Dr. Stevenson managed to get them back in, but it was a scare. Although not as bad as when I had laces for the twins, like Zeus and Mohammed, named after their fathers,
Dr. Stevenson is keen to use the savings from this trial to extend the scheme further.
Ultimately, we'd like to be in a position to perform the new procedure on female infants as soon as they are born. This would totally negate the need for a return visit to the hospital at the age of 12.
Although only in its infancy, Dr. Stevenson is sure that this process is one that will become commonplace across the country.
Well, what woman would want to go through a 12-hour labour when they can just... and it's done.
The jury's out as to whether Dr. Stevenson's dream of a zip on every woman will come true. At least one happy mother of 47 is going to stick with it.
I definitely want more little ones, and having kids is a dozzle now. I just zip and go.